Tonight is July 22nd, Wednesday, 7:30. Welcome, welcome everyone. I will be talking about, I think, a subject that is extremely important. And we thank so much my co-pilot, Michael Ghiringhelli. He put up some, I think, some really important pictures that I'd like to share with you as I'm speaking about psychic self-defense. So thank you so much, Michael. Appreciate
Thank you,
that.
everybody. Have a good one.
So, as I said, welcome everybody. I want to begin by saying, I put in the comments, do you ever feel, or did you ever feel like you did not have control, or you felt like you were psychically attacked, or you felt like there was something outside of yourself that you did not have control over? The fact of the matter is, a lot of times when, especially in these times, very difficult times, that for many of us, we're very stressed out. We have anxiety, stress. That creates low energy, of course. And then through the low energy, it creates um, negativity. And then it affects the aura, it affects our behavior, it affects how we feel. So oftentimes what will happen is, so many times my clients will say, and I actually just had a client just the other day who said, I'm really feeling like there's something outside of myself that is either attacking me or that is surrounding me, and I'm really afraid. And the fact of the matter is, this is the good news. We always have the control. So when you feel like there's something outside of yourself, you want to, of course, make sure that you do your breathing, because now we're going to step into a realm of psychic self-defense, and what is it that you can do, and how you can do it, and how to surround yourself, and with what you should surround yourself with. So for those of you who have just come in, I'm just going to ask you and remind you, please just share this. I'm just going to give you a moment, and I'm just going to look over. I have different, just share this, please, if you don't mind, so other people could come in on this. Maybe we'll get some new people, as we do whenever you do share, and I appreciate that. I have some, I'm going to say metaphysical tools, because we have smoky quartz, which is, it comes in different forms. It'll come in many different forms. So if you see how, it takes thousands and thousands of years for the inside to crystallize. And then we may have the little tiny smoky quartz, different sizes. So you want it, whatever it is that you feel comfortable with, whatever it is that you can get and acquire. There's so many different places that you can acquire it from. I love the color, because it's grounding, and it actually helps to raise the vibrational energy. It helps to take away any negativity. And especially, as I said, now a lot of people feel quarantined, they feel low, they feel depressed, they feel like they're trapped in their situation. So it's really important to surround yourself, especially with smoky quartz. But just please remember, as I had said before, you can, if you have clear quartz, then that incorporates, all. But if you can get the smoky quartz, then that would be, wonderful. And also you can surround yourself with, we have the sage stick. Hi Janice, I love that emoji, thank you. Okay, I had some pictures that were put up here. I want to start with showing you the first thing, which is the shell. So if you feel like you're being attacked, or you want to keep out any negativity, by the way, I do this every single day, in the morning and in the evening. You want to close your eyes and visualize yourself. Just as you see this picture, you are actually bringing yourself to a point of stepping inside a shell, and you are in the middle, and you are keeping out all of the negativity. And oftentimes I will, when in my mind's eye, and with you in your mind's eye, you're going to step inside the shell and you will say, you always approach it with reverence. And so you want to say your prayer, whatever your prayer is. I want to show you another, maybe I'll put this up at the same time. Let me just see. Okay, I thought this would be interesting because not only do you have, this was, I thought, very simple, the shell that you stand inside of, but then you also have your inside of the shell, the outer shell, and you have, these are all the chakra that are inside, because you know the energy permeates and it affects all of the energy centers to protect you. So when you're stepping inside of the shell, and if you have, by the way, if you have a phone and you want to take a picture of these before I put them down, because I'm going to take them down pretty quickly, you're actually, once again, stepping inside the shell, you're visualizing it, and you're approaching it with a great deal of reverence. And then you want to say your prayer. I'm going to take these down now. And then I'm going to speak about perhaps a prayer. This is just one that I do. But when you're entering into your auric field of protection, you want to state, Mother, Father, God, I humbly ask of you to surround me with the positive, loving light, God's light, of purity, protection, guidance, and to keep out any negativity from my auric field, and to bring only positive, loving energy. So let it be. That's just one of the prayers that you would use to surround yourself with. So, and please share this now that we're up to, just about 50 people just came in. So please share this. Just take a moment and share it so we have some other people that can come in and be part of this wonderful evening, because this is so very important. And if you're, and anyone who is on here, actually, you are an old soul. You know, you have to be very open in order to understand and realize that your auric field, our auric fields are open, and we want to raise them in a very positive way and keep out any negativity. So although I get the most positive, loving clients, they are the salt of the earth, everybody has problems. And so they may, when they're coming in, they may be bringing in sort of a heaviness of what's going on around them. And I will always clear and protect, of course, my auric field, actually their auric field, and the surroundings, which is the office. But so you want to have smoky quartz. Let me show you a picture, because this is sort of a common and a simple. We have smoky quartz right here. And let me just see. Okay, so there's different kinds of smoky quartz that you can get. You could get this one, which is the rough cut. And this you could find, it's plentiful. It's accessible. It's not expensive. It's a smaller one that you can charge, as I shared with you last week. You want to charge that by putting it in the white in the sunlight, and then you want to wash it with sea salt. So, and I showed you some of the smoky quartz. For those of you, many of you are my clients out there, that you know I have a whole wonderful big huge tray of all smoky quartz. Okay, this is on maybe the right side. And then, all right, so now let me take that down. You might want to take a picture of that. And then we have Saint, another, you know, I'm going to put this on here because I'd like to go to this right now just to share this with you, because in order to raise your energy, you also may want to keep the archangels by you. And some of the archangels, and three of the major archangels, are the Saint Raphael, Saint Michael, Saint Gabriel. Let me see, I have these. You might want to take a picture of this, because I do some research before I actually put the wonderful pictures up. So I just thought these were some of the most accurate, and it has their name right under it for you. So there's Saint Raphael. Just take a moment. You take that picture, please share. everyone please share, because quite a number of people are coming on sort of a little bit late. So if you could share this and we could have some new people come on, that would be great, because this is part 1 and part 2 will be next week. So we have, now I want to put up, we are going to put up here. Okay, so Archangel Gabriel. And so, you know, they have the highest vibrational energy. It's amazing how they raise the energy level. So you want to bring them into, when you're centering, when you are calling forth your angels, your guardian angels, the archangels. So this is Saint Gabriel. And now let me put, okay, now, and here is Saint Michael. Of course, St. Michael is one of my favorites, with my son being Michael, who always helps me with this and helps me with putting the pictures up. I do a little bit of research finding the pictures that I think are the most intense, but I think also the most clear and the most vibrant, in order to bring in positive, you know, loving energy. So these are just 3 of the archangels that I call forth. Of course, there's many, many others, and whichever ones that you really connect to are the ones that you want to call in. So let me put this, now I'm going to go to, okay, remember last week I talked a little bit about the smudge stick, the conch shell. I just wanted to give you a picture right on here so you could see it clearly. Here it is. This is the white sage. There's different sage sticks that you can get, different sizes. Just please remember, it has a very intense smell to it. So you want to, when you're doing your maybe when you're doing your ritual, and you're doing your psychic self-defense, and you're doing your meditation, and you're saying your prayer, you want to put your altar in such a placement that you feel that you're breathing in all of the elements. And so you want to take a picture of this before I take it down. So that's the conch shell, of course, representing the water, and the sage, white sage, many different types. You can get the loose sage. I just happen to like this, but please remember, it has a very intense smell to it. So, you know, all you have to do is just use that, clear the area, certainly clear the area. And I want to show you, I shared with you my smudge feather last week. And so this is just another smudge feather, because if you decide that you want to make your own, there's some very, very, very simple ones. You could get as elaborate as you want. You can put the stone within it. Remember, you can put the clear quartz, or you could put the smoky quartz. You could put as many as you want on here, but just please remember that once you have all of the elements, you have your smudge feather, you have your smudge stick, you have your conch shell, you have your crystals, you have your prayer, you have your altar. And when you're stepping into this area, you are actually allowing yourself to feel like you are totally surrounded by protection. And that's the more, because we are, you know, the human spirit really does like ritual. So the more you're actually getting yourself acclimated to creating your own ritual, how you want your altar to be and your space to have it cleansed, and believe me, you will feel that. To call in the archangels to surround you, which have the highest vibrational energy, and they're always surrounding you. They're always surrounding you anyway, but calling forth on them is really bringing in an intensity that magnifies everything in such a wonderful way. I do want to say this, because I will definitely go to your comments, and please share this. Please share this so other people can come in. I'm getting messages on the bottom. Where do I find you? So if you share, that'll just bring them right here because I can't respond right now. But please just know one of the first things that I teach my students, and once again, many of you, my students, are on here, that you want to create your psychic self-defense with your altar, all your metaphysical tools, with your consciousness being raised to feel a sense of comfort and a sense of protection, and then to elaborate on that. And in the beginning, for those of you who, a few are still coming in, you can look at the pictures. Later on, you could actually see this on YouTube. And then you can just, and I will be putting in, every week I'll be putting in another one of the live, I think this is the 27th one I've done. Every week, maybe twice a week, I'll put one of the classes that I have taught. So remember, your fear, your anxiety oftentimes will bring in negativity, because oftentimes people, you know, I just had a client last week who was saying she really couldn't get out of her own way. She was so depressed that she just felt like all of these different, you know, she was bringing it to a point of, and that was, by the way, that was her mind getting caught away from her. It was her mind going on overdrive because it wasn't really the situation. So don't forget, when you think there's something around you and that you don't have control, which, as I said, you always do have control, then you will be able to allow your mind to know that I'm protected, I'm in control, all is safe. And then you call in all your guides and the archangels, and we all, you know, connect in different ways with different people. And I'm loving, hi Natalie, I'm just loving these emojis. I mean, they're, Janice, it's so funny. You just, you have, I just get a good laugh with all of these. Hi Wendy, hi Dee, how are you? Hi Mary, Kelly, Ronnie, Linda, Marianne, Paul, Grace, I see you all, and welcome, welcome, Claire, Susie. I think this is, if I'm pronouncing this right, Verolyn, welcome, welcome. Hi, Vicky. Okay, so, and she loves Michael as well. You know what they say about Michaels? They just really are the best. They have a certain sense to them and a high vibrational energy. And all of you who know Michael, and if Michael, if you're here, come on in and say hi, because he is my co-pilot and he does help me with everything.
You guys are so sweet. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Suzanne. Hey, Lori. Thank you guys so much. Us Michaels love the attention. Thank you so much. You guys are always so sweet. Have a good one, guys.
Thank you, Michael, for coming on in. And hi, Lori. How are you? Welcome, Deirdre. Okay, so I'm going to back up on some of these many comments. I just wanted to make sure that I got all of this out, and by your wonderful questions, I will be answering things that maybe I didn't address, because every question is extremely important. And for those of you who are on here, a bunch of you just came in again, please share it. Takes a second, and maybe we can get some new people on. I'm seeing new names on here, and it's wonderful to see you. Welcome, welcome. Next week will be part 2, and it's always every Wednesday at 7:30. Okay, so Mary, she did sage a little while ago. That's awesome. Hi, Charles. Oh, thank you, Ronnie. She shared. Okay, so yes, okay. I did post the aura picture. Okay, so yes, are we old souls? Are we all old souls? Yes, whoever is participating in this, it is because you are open, you are actually trying to evolve, you're trying to raise your energy levels even more so than they already are. Okay, so Janice does ask a very good question. Please bring the questions in, because the time is flying, and I just want to make sure that you get the questions in. I'll probably be on just another 15 minutes, so please share this. And if you have questions, just make sure that you ask them, and whatever I don't get a chance to answer tonight, I will definitely talk about next week. So Janice had asked, how do we know what archangel that we're connecting to, or that we connect to the most? And for me, of course, Michael, because of the protector. Michael is the protector, and that's my son's name. And Raphael and Gabriel, those are the ones that I have always just naturally connected to. By the way, those are out. A lot of people are aware of them. So, if for lack of better words, they may be more commonly known. They may be more popular with people, maybe because of the names as well. I know that there are my clients who have said that they actually named their children after the archangels, and isn't that a beautiful thing? And so yes, Susan, I will. My fur babies are great. I have my three little girl sisters, my Torbies, which I will share with you. I will share my little ones. My son will help me before I end this. I got my three little kittens, are really fantastic. I will share this with you because I have so many people who private messaged me and asked me about this, and it's a wonderful story. I had been looking for, talk about cleansing your energy centers. I cleansed my auric field, and I put out that I lost my destiny. You know that. Her picture is in the back, my Shih Tzu. She was almost 16 years old. She passed on May 5th. And I decided I wanted to get two fur baby kittens. And I had been working really hard, putting out all kinds of applications and calling and talking to the many, many dedicated fosters, and all these different places that really take in the pets, the kittens, the cats. I've always rescued senior cats before Destiny, and then I decided, well, I want to have the experience of having kittens. And so I felt I was working too hard, and maybe the universe was telling me, because I talked to everybody and their mother, and I put in, I can't, endless applications. And, it's hard to acquire Torbies, tortoiseshells. So when they come up for adoption, they get adopted really, really, really quickly. And it just happened. I volunteer and I do classes at this wonderful New Hope Rising, which you should look this up, New Hope Rising. And one of the directors there, I teach metaphysical classes there that will resume, hopefully, once all of everything in the universe and globally gets back to normal. But I had put that out there. I sent a text to many of the people that are in my life, and I did put something on my Facebook. And one of the directors there had said to me, call Save a Pet. And I know Dory. And so I spoke to them, and she said, "You're not going to believe this, but not one, not two." She said, "I saw your application and I see that you wanted two kittens, but we got three." So Creamsicle, which is the mother, she did have three. So I couldn't bear to separate the sisters. So therefore, I have not one, not two, but three beautiful Torby kittens. Once again, I'll share them with you at the end of this class. So, okay, sharing is caring, and that's for sure. So thank you for sharing. Continue to share. We have some new people on here because you shared. Um, okay, I've always known, this is from Vicky, she says, I've always known I'm an old soul from a kid. I was aware of things no one else noticed or felt. And that's usually indicative of being an old soul and knowing it and being aware of it from when you're little. And so, Vicky, you had the good fortune of knowing that you were different and having a knowingness that you were aware. And many of you out there are empathetic. I can relate to that from when I was a small child. I felt very, very different. I was quite aware of everything, and it was kind of intensified. So even, to from when I was a child, I shared many stories with you in some of these past live videos that were really pretty intense. And many of you, and one of the things, I cannot go shopping in a mall. I don't have to worry about that now, but I get too overwhelmed with all the energy. So you've always known, and that's a wonderful thing. You can continue that. I'm sure you did from when you were little. Okay, so Okay, someone asked me to put up the smoky quartz picture again. That's you, Linda. I will certainly do that for you. I'm going to put up the smoky quartz right now. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here's the smoky quartz, and I know there's still some of you that are coming in now. Better late than never, but you can always watch this again. It's going to be put on YouTube, so you can take a look at that. Continue to share. We still have some new people coming on because of that, because of you sharing. Sharing is caring. Thank you. And so yes, there is the smoky quartz. That is most accessible. It's very reasonable. For those of you, take your pictures, of this. I will probably go back and put the other pictures on for those of you who have just come in. But that's the smoky quartz, which smoky quartz, just to let you know, it absorbs the lower energy. It absorbs negativity. It purifies the area in which it is placed in. So you will have that. You will have your smudge stick. I put a picture of that, but I will again. But this is my personal smudge stick. And then we have the smudge feather, which you can make your own. This one in particular is one that is near and dear to me. And then you can make your own. You can have a lot of fun with it. You get your feathers and then you can put everything together. This one does not have the quartz or the different gems, but I have that in my, I don't have it with me. I had it last week, and you're very welcome. And the chakras, all the chakra stones. Just please remember that, yes, I did say, indeed, I had said to you that, yes, you should get the raw crystals, but if you have the polished ones, that's okay. You can get all of those. And I'm going to put up now, I'm going to put up the archangels for those of you who didn't see it. Let me put up 2 of the archangels now. I'm actually going to put up, Saint Gabriel, and I'm going to put up, all right, let me just see. I'm going to put up Saint Gabriel, okay, because I can't put 2 on this one for some reason. I think they're just too big. So, okay, I haven't, oh, Michael, maybe you could do that, because I'm asking Michael if he could put up the 2 archangels in here. I would like to put Archangel Gabriel, and can we put the 3 of them up there, and I'll talk a little bit with the 3 of them. It's okay if they don't see me. So there's Gabriel, Raphael, and Archangel Michael. So if you want to take a picture, we could just put the 2 on there. So right now it's the
Okay, hold on.
Okay, so Michael's going to put on the 3 archangels. So we have Saint Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Gabriel. So take a quick picture of this, because I'm not sure how long I'm going to have this up. So I will keep talking. But these are the archangels that have the highest vibrational energy. There's many other archangels, I just want to let you know. But they raise the vibrational energy. So you definitely want to have them along with all of your other metaphysical tools on your altar. Your sage stick, your rose, your smoky quartz, your cleansing feather, your sage stick, your conch shell, all of the above. Okay, and so I'm going to take these down. Hopefully you got your picture. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back to your questions. Oh, okay, I ordered, this is Kim. This is wonderful. Kim says that she ordered an Archangel Michael statue. That's wonderful. They have such an intensity to them, such an unbelievable intensity. And Kim also says she has a Saint Teresa on her altar. Thank you, Trish. All is well. Good. Brittany just bought crystals and sage. I do have on my Facebook wall, I do have a location for you to purchase crystals. Okay, so there's many different places that you can, and continue to share. There's some new people that just came on, and thank you. They said that they saw the share and they just came on, so keep sharing. And okay, a good question. How often should we sage? Okay, so I do sage because I do have people now that with this with the I'm still doing, of course, the Zoom readings and the phone readings, which I've always done for decades, but I am now doing the one-on-one and the small groups, which I just had today in the office as well. So I am doing small groups in the office and one-on-ones with safe protection, of course. And so, but Zoom, of course, a lot of people, prefer to do that, and that's fine. But you could say I sage every single day. So when I come into my office, because I get so much traffic in my home, it'll be maybe once a week, maybe once every other week. If there's a certain time when I may have company, if I decide that I want to do that, then I can. You'll always feel when, but remember, in my office, I have a lot of people who are looking, who have their loved ones who are coming in. So not only am I answering and tuning in and bringing in spirits, but also tuning into their energy as well. And a lot of people are going through an awful lot. So there's a heaviness, and I clear that by saging the office. Okay, so yes, I see that you want me to put back on the shell. Okay, so we have here. Okay, here we go. And then we have the other here. Okay, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I was just asking Michael. Okay, so you see here are this is how someone had said to me, well, can you put the picture back up of how I can actually put myself in the surroundings of a protective shell? And I love this one with the chakra, because it'll show you, this is all the levels of the chakra. Of course, the red being, the first chakra, which is the survival. And then on to the orange and the green and the blue. And so on. So it's awesome. So you could, if you have your phones out, you can take a picture of that. I'll just keep that up for a few seconds. Continue to share. Thank you. Welcome aboard. We have another person that's coming on because they saw the share. And hi, Nick. How are you? Oh, hi, Mom. Okay, and you're very welcome. Okay, so if we yes, of course, that I kept the sisters together. Absolutely. I just could not, absolutely could not, disperse them, that's for sure. And they're just so happy together. Very, very happy together. And I just love that. Yes. And the reason why someone had said, one person said they get overwhelmed in the malls, and the other person said why, it's because all the energy is, magnifying in here. So Natalie, I'm glad that you did as well. She says, I'm so glad that I caught you live tonight. Thanks to whoever shared this. So you see how important it is when you share. So please continue to do that. Maybe I am an old soul. I get very nervous at malls and shopping always. This is Kristen. Yes, Kristen, you certainly are. And I love smoky quartz too, Sharon is saying. Okay, so, and yes, of course, there are other different stones. I just happen to like these smoky quartz, but the cellulite, the selenite, that's what I meant to say, is helpful as well. And St. Jude, the saint of lost causes, absolutely. I call in all the saints. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, we never really have enough. We never have enough of those who surround themselves with our energy, and that we surround ourselves with theirs. So this is a wonderful exchange of energy. Okay, so I'm glad Linda, she says she's going to buy her first crystals. I'll be getting rose quartz, crystal quartz, smoky quartz, and amethyst. And that's just really wonderful. Um, okay, I buy stones and sage from Breathe in Port Jefferson. That is a very, thank you, Anna. That is a very good place. I highly recommend that as well. Um, Yes, and jade, of course, has the healing energy to it, very much so. It has a high vibrational energy, so you definitely want to have that with you as well. And I did put, yes, many of you, you're saying that you saw the 3 fur babies, the Torbies, which I'm going to be ending soon. So if you do have a question that you want to ask, part 2 is next week, and I will be looking through whatever questions I don't get a chance to address. I will definitely take a look at that next week. And I love St. Jude as well. I always call forth on St. Jude. Okay, Josephine, I will definitely put, there's Breathe from Port Jefferson, but I will definitely put that. I'm not sure why that didn't go up, but I will definitely put a link up there where you can get your crystals and your gems. Um, okay, so so the third eye, which is located right here, it's the eye of vision, of foresight, and seeing the future to a certain degree, and also seeing psychically different things that are going on around yourself and others. And if you put a clear quartz on there, you can. The blue, there's lapis lazuli, which is one of my favorites. It's just an amazing, 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 gorgeous stone. Okay, should you have a window open when you sage to let the bad energy leave? By the way, remember, we are creatures of not only habit, but we're creatures of ritual. The body loves ritual. So when I get really intense about it, and all my crystals are charged, yes, I will open up. Literally, I'll open up the windows, and I'll use my cleansing feather to have the energy leave. Certainly the room, the house, but anything that you can do in order to enhance the intention behind what it is that you're doing is good. Any kind of movement like that is good. And yes, of course, anything where you can carry the crystals, wear the crystals is absolutely good. Okay, so it's not the same. Maria's asking me, this is the sage spray, which I do use, and it is, for me, I just feel it's not as intense. Certainly, this is an alternate means of what you could use, but I prefer to use the sage stick. I just prefer it. So, but either or, whatever you can use is good. I haven't, okay, so Nikki, I haven't had time to tune in, and it's so amazing that I randomly signed on, and it is just what I needed to hear. Isn't that something? Keep sharing, because, Nikki had said that she's so glad that she tuned in and she saw that because of somebody sharing it. Saints are awesomeness. Yes, Natalie, you are so correct. Saints are awesomeness. I believe, yes, Rosemary, I would definitely sage. All it can do is bring in and many things that it does, but the highest vibrational energy is that it really clears the room and heightens the energy, and takes care of any of it absorbs also the negativity as well. So it clears out the room. Yes, Rosemary, the sage spray, it does work. It does work. I mean, if you can get, of course, the sage stick, great. But the spray does work. Okay, so I am going to be, there is Breathe also in Bayshore. Thank you for sharing that, Linda. And Michael, maybe you can, I'm going to be getting the Torby girls, because I'm going to be ending with showing them. Okay, my mother was handed a jade bracelet while in the hospital by a nurse. while she was in there for lung cancer, she got better for a short time. She believed it was from that crystal. Don't forget, hi Erica, I don't doubt that, and God bless that she got better, but it is the intention behind that wave of energy that's coming out. So yes, your belief system, it's the will to live and to get better, that it has an unbelievable effect. You bought crystals in Sedona, fantastic. Is placing an altar in your bedroom, is that okay? It is okay. I mean, it's okay. I prefer that if you can get into a place where it's like an energizing room. I mean, if you're fortunate enough that maybe you have it in an area that is all in its own, but yes, the bedroom is fine. It's okay. If a lot of people are coming in and out, it's just like the tarot cards when I teach that. You don't want a lot of people like touching. If it's in your bedroom and there's not a lot of people going in there or touching your crystals and your sacred place, then it's okay. Okay. And how do you charge the crystals? I'm going to be saying that again. And you're welcome for me sharing my story. The way in which you charge your crystals is you want to put it in the sun. First, you want to, cleanse it with, of course, if you can get to the ocean, there's nothing better than that salted water. But you want to, clear it with and clean it with the sea salt. Or you can actually go right to the ocean. That would be the best thing. And then put it in the sun. And that's how you charge it. Okay, I'm going to be ending. And don't forget, everybody, come back next week. But I want to show you my fur babies. And here they are. So here's my one of my little girls. And this is Luna. And then we have, okay, so here we are. Here is, they're little rascals. I have to look at them. This is Angel, this is Luna, and that is Magic right there. So these are my three little baby girls, the sisters. And they are just so beautiful and just so magical. So if you can, there we go. They are just my little loves, my little lovey girls. Say hi. And so they're waving to you. And so here, these are my three little fur babies. I'll be putting more pictures up. I say bye-bye. There we go. And here's my little girl. So, yes, they are my little lovey-doveys and my three Torbies who are just bringing me so much love. And, they're our little friends, right? And you have a little Luna too. So I put their pictures up actually. They're squiggly now, but I'm going to put up a couple of more pictures on my Facebook wall. So I wanted to thank you, thank you, thank you. So they are now, I believe, 9 weeks old. Every day it's so funny because they, every day they get a little bigger and a little bigger, just like our babies, right? And the little ones. So thank you for being a part of tonight. The hearts, you all know that from my heart to your heart, once we put up the hearts, it is just a way in which we send love out to the universe. We send love out to each other. And I send blessings to all of you, healing energy, much love. And I hope that this class has brought you a lot of clarity and a lot of information in order to charge and cleanse your altar and your auric field and all that you hold dear. I will be looking at the questions. If there's something I didn't get a chance to answer, I will definitely do so. So no worries about, get your questions together for next week. And if I didn't answer it now, I will next week. And take a look at the YouTube, Josephine Ghiringhelli, Psychic Medium. I will put up, I think I'm going to put numerology up because so many people have asked me to put the one that I taught I believe a couple of months back. So let's continue to share. And I will look forward to seeing you next week. A lot more information will be up. And I just want to wish you all a good night. Thank you for being here. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.